In this lecture, we are going to work on cart item function. If the user is logged in and how many items they have added inside the cart, that number has to be shown here. For both logged in user and guest user, we will have different numbers. So accordingly, we will calculate, and for that we are going to create one function. Open project folder. I will open common functions.php. Scroll down. Below this, I will be creating function. Function name, I will be passing cart item. I will be creating this global connection variable, and initially I will create one variable count, and for that I will assign the value 0. Then we have to check both for logged in user and for guest user. To check for logged in user, definitely we are going to use session. So here I will write is set, and then I will be passing my session, and inside this I'm just going to write username. If this username is set, basically this means user is logged in. Else, inside this else part, we will write the logic for guest user. So whatever username we are having, we will access that username and we will store inside this variable username. Username is equal to session username. Then whichever user is matching, we are just going to access their user ID from user table. For that, I will be writing query statement is equal to, you can write normal query as well. I will be writing prepare statement, and inside this, I'm just going to write select. What I have to select? I will only select user ID. From which table I have to select? I have to select from user table, where username will be equal to this username. If this is matching, basically whichever user is logged in, their username we are going to match with database table. If it is matching, we are only going to access user ID. Then we have to execute the statement, right? Statement execute. Below this, I will create one variable result, and for this I'm just going to write statement get result. After getting the result, I have to fetch the result. So here I will create one variable user data is equal to, now my result is here, right here. Now on this, I'm just going to write fetch ASOC. After fetching, what I have to access? I have to access user ID from this user data. Now user data will be having complete information of this user. So from there, we will only access user ID. So here create one variable user ID is equal to, from this user data, I'm just going to access this user ID, copy and paste. And this will be the exact column name which we are having inside the database. So what we are doing, we are checking if the user is logged in or not. If the user is logged in, we will access their username, and we are going to access user ID from table. Then we have executed, we have got the result, we have fetched the result from the database, and from there we are accessing our user ID. Then next, let me just come to database. I will open database, open this MyStore database. Inside this card details, you can see I am having only one user ID. Maybe another user has logged in and their user ID is 3. So, and they have added 5 items. So, their particular quantity should be added separately, and this particular user quantity has to be added separately. So, in total, I am having, so for this, I am having quantity 1, then for this quantity 7, and for this quantity as 1. So, total should be 9 for this user, which is having the ID 12. Maybe another user has added only 2 items, and for each quantity is 1. So for that user, quantity should be 2. Now for this user, quantity should be 9. So what we will do, we are just going to sum this complete quantity. So come here, below this, I will be writing another query, count query is equal to, write this connection prepare. Inside this, I'm just going to write the query, select sum, and here I will be passing quantity column. Okay, basically I have to sum complete quantity. Then what I will do for this quantity, I will change the name. I will give the name as total. And from where I am accessing this quantity? I am accessing from cart details table, where my user ID, whichever user ID we have accessed, only for that user, we are just going to access the quantity and we will be summing this quantity. And we are going to add all the quantities. Then I will be passing this placeholder. Once we pass the placeholder, what we have to do? We have to bind this. Now here, I will be passing this count query. Then I am going to write this bind param. And user ID is nothing but integer. So I will be writing I. And then what I will do? I will be passing this user ID. Below this, I'm just going to execute count query and then I will be passing this execute. Once I have binded, I'm just going to execute. After that, I will get the result and I'm just going to fetch it, copy this, and below this, I will be pasting. After executing, I'm just going to get and fetch the result. So here, I will create the variable data. Then I will be passing this count query. Now what I have to do? I have to get the result. As well as what I will do directly, I'm just going to combine fetch assoc. In this way also you can perform. In only one line, you can get the result and you can fetch the result. Instead of creating two variables directly, you can do in this way as well. After getting, now what I have to do? From this data, I will access this total column. So here, create the variable count. We are updating the count value. From this data, what I am accessing? I am accessing total. If the user has added some items inside the cart, all the quantities we are adding and we are just assigning to this total. And that total will be displayed to user. If we are not having any items, default value we are going to set to 0. Okay, very simple. This is how we are going to perform this. If the user is logged in, we are accessing their user ID and we have performed all the steps. Then from cart tables, for that particular user, we are calculating sum of all the quantities and then we are binding, we are executing, we have got the result and then whatever total we are having, we are just going to assign to this variable. And by default, if you are not having any item, then 0 will be assigned as default value. And this complete logic is for logged in user. Now we will be writing logic for not logged in user, that is guest user. So for guest, we have to check is set and inside this I will be passing session and what I have to pass? I have to pass this cart. If my session is set, then count value I'm just going to update and for this we are having this function array sum and inside this I will be passing this session cart. So using this what we are doing? We are just adding all the quantities which are present inside the cart. Close, close with semicolon and after this else part from this function what we are going to echo? We are simply going to echo the count. Now open navbar.php. Here we are having li where we are displaying total items inside the cart. Now inside this I will open PHP then close PHP. And here what I have to do? I simply have to call this cart item function. And above this we have already included this common functions file. Now let us see if it is working or not. Come to project, refresh once. Okay, I am having semicolon. Let me remove. Scroll down. Let me remove this semicolon. Come to project, refresh once. Okay, now no user is logged in and guest has not added any items inside the cart. Now I will add this item. You can see cart quantity is increased. I will add this another item. Again, product item is increased. Again, add this. You can see successfully we are able to increase the cart quantity. Now I'm just going to log in. I will log in with Seema. Seema 1234. Log in. Come to home page. Okay, for logged in user, we are having the issue and I know what we have done. So inside this common function, while writing the query directly, I have passed this in place of binding. So here, what I have to do? I have to pass question mark. And below this, I have to bind. So let me just come here, copy this complete thing. Here I will be pasting, copy this statement variable, paste, and this username is nothing but string. And with what value I have to bind? I have to bind with this username. Okay, all good. Now come here, refresh once. Seema is not having any items inside the cart. Let us check. Now which user? For user ID 12, we are having some items. Let me come to user table and Seema's user ID is 3. Now what I will do? I will add some items. Add to cart. Add to cart. Again add this item. Come here. Now in total, I am having 4 items inside the cart. Now what I will do? I will increase the quantity. Cart updated successfully. You can see inside the cart also the quantity is been updated 4, 5 and 6. Now let me just come to database, come to cart details table, and inside this you can see now for Seema I am having quantity as 4, quantity as 1 and quantity as 1. Only for this user ID this sum will be calculated and this will be displayed here. Now log out. I will log in with Divya. Password, login, remove this. Welcome Divya. Now you can see as soon as I log in with Divya, whatever items we are having inside the cart, that quantity will be displayed here 7, 8, 9. So inside the database also 1, 1 plus 7, 8, 7 plus 1, 9. So total 9 will be displayed inside this cart. So this is how we are going to write our cart item function. Okay, just change this one as a normal query we had written. We are using this prepare statement. So we have to bind and in this way we will be binding our username. I hope you understood why we have written this function.